Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 74th episode of Castles and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and moves like Jagger from the GG and crew. I'm very excited to roll all of the dice with you today.
We're rolling dice. Also, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, almost dear moves.
Firebolt of the forest. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
many
everyone.
more.
Yes.
It's almost Moob's birthday, so everybody
How
wish
old
him a
are
birthday.
we going to be?
38 cycles around
Okay, but how long is
man.
that in elf years? I still don't understand.
Aged-
elf years, probably like 80.
You aged like fine wine, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. My good genes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
the friend you can't tell it's your birthday because I will go to the hostess and be like, hey, it's their birthday. Give them a cake. That's me. I'm that friend.
'Cause I
Perfect.
literally just told everyone, I was like, oh, by the way, it's my birthday tomorrow. And then we're like, all right, campers, go. And then
Mac was on it.
And then
She's
Mac
like,
just kind of went for it.
On it.
She's like, this cannot stand.
No, I need to let it out.
Oh, man. Anyway, after that wonderful rendition of the birthday song, which luckily is no longer copyrightable.
That's true. It's in the public
A few years
domain.
ago.
I knew
So
that.
yeah, so anyway, welcome to the stream. I hope you all are excited to be here because I am. Last episode was certainly a doozy, that's for sure. And then hopefully now Valken has some conversations coming up. But with that being said, thank you all for that listen to our podcast. We are well over 2,000 plays now.
Yeah.
And that's listens because you can't watch podcasts because I remembered this time. So thank you all so much for listening. But if you ever want
ear
to,
views.
yeah, thanks for the ear views. And if you ever want to get that podcast early, all you got to do is go to our Patreon. It's Castles and Cantrips on Patreon. And the link is where you expect it to be right now, a description or wherever, what have you. But with that being said, if you didn't know, if you are a member of our Patreon that has Discord benefits, meaning if you are the gold piece, I believe, or higher, make sure to connect your Discord to Patreon because you will automatically get that role and then you can be shiny gold color in the Discord. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and do that because I know there's some of you that haven't.
You
So
have
get
to
your-
do it on Patreon's page, not on Discord. Just
Yes.
for all those Patreoners, so they know.
Thank you, Mac, for
It's in a
laying it
weird
out
spot.
there.
Yeah, I definitely just want to let people know where to do it.
If you want to go to Discord, go to discord.gg/casters and cantrips.
Heck yeah,
Boom.
that's right there.
You got that custom link. Wow, oh my god.
Wowee.
Wow.
But also you can go to our Castles and Cantrips website just to get anywhere. Our Patreon, Discord, our merch, all those fun things. But anyway, I had some other things I was going to say, but I've forgotten them. So this is me stalling for time. But if you don't know, Bun has been doing some fantastic D&D art streams on Tuesdays, and that's both here as well as YouTube. So I guess I say here, but here is there as
Here
well.
and
That makes
here.
sense. Here and here. Yes. We are live streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. And if you did not know that, you can go to youtube.com/@casters and cantrips, and you can watch live right now and help us out with some subs as well as some view and some watch hours to help us get our YouTube channel monetized, so we can have wonderful emotes over there.
Ooh, yeah.
And we're in
Among other
both
things.
chats, so either one is good. We won't always respond to you because we were focusing on the game first, but you'll see us pop in when we can. So either chat is fine.
Or both chats at the
And-
same time because you're that
or-
good.
Both chats. Because we know you have a second monitor and we know you're not using it for anything else right now. So get on it.
You heard the lady.
Also, what's this?
What?
Oh.
The notebook?
That's a really cool notebook
It's
that has
here.
all of my Bryn notes in it. Everyone's eye colors documented. Couldn't do that without this notebook, could I?
That's some pretty cool
If you would
paper.
like some cool merch,
Pop
check out our merch store.
quiz, Bryn.
Boy.
What color
Otto.
eyes are of the Black Knight?
Red.
Oh, correct. Nice.
That is correct.
Oh, it's
Everyone
in my
applause.
notebook.
Anyway, thank you for picking
I
that
did
up for me, bud. And if you haven't yet, go check us out on TikTok as well as our YouTube shorts, because they're pretty hilarious. And I am very happy with them. And sometimes I can't believe the funny shit that y'all say during this campaign.
I haven't uploaded the new one to the folder yet, but it's a good one.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good ones back in that backlog. There's a lot of good ones there. So anyway, we can go ahead and start getting settled in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice encountering the Black Herald of the Grove and the last remaining facet, also known as Vinposters, by the team. The group tried to reason with the knight and convince them that allying with the facet was not in their best interest. The Herald, of course, offered to let everyone else go unharmed as long as it would leave Vin behind. The Herald said that Vin's mere existence is an offense to the balance of this world. After refusing the Herald's offer, Ron tried to approach the being, and this sparked the beginning of their battle between them. As this battle ensued, the visages of the previously vanquished Vinposters appeared in the chamber, and Vin learned that these visages could be swayed to her side, granting her power. Ultimately, the Facet's plans were crumbling before her very eyes as Sweet Justice vanquished the Black Herald of the Grove, which caused an enormous oak tree to sprout from the floor in the underground ruins. As the Facet realized her death was drawing near, she vowed to take Sweet Justice down with her. And the fey creature cast an earthquake spell in an attempt to bring the ruins down upon them all. Ultimately, the group was able to defeat her, and in that moment, Vin was whisked away to the Feywild, where she met her mother, Melistaria Iniraste Vinaya, also known as the Queen of Air and Darkness. She told Vin that the Fey were done meddling in mortal affairs and were closing their gates to the mortal realm. Vin was able to convince her mother to let her help her friends for just a little longer and to keep her friends safe. She was then transported back to her friends with some gifts from the Queen. With her quick thinking, Vin was able to use her draconic spirit Sammy, as well as the fly spell to save the party from certain death in the collapsing ruins. The gem in that chamber that was emanating necrotic energy was also buried in the rubble hundreds of feet underground. After leaving the ruins, Ron decided to don the mantle that was left behind by the Herald. By doing this, he was now a Herald of the Grove in the service of the Oak Father himself. The group finally made their way back to Gordek to speak with the Frost Giant Chieftain and their friend Zarlug Tusk. And that is where we'll begin our episode this evening.
What town is it again?
You're in Gordek. So, you have just arrived back into town in the large city of Gordek that sits upon the plateau just above their little lake there.
I would like to check the mail station while we're here to see if anyone that works with me with my publishing company has sent any tips about Velkin's sword or that school. I had set out in my zine like information on if they knew anything about that school.
You would have to go somewhere in the Empire for that.
Oh.
Or you could
as-
ask a friend with sending.
I have another question as well.
Sure.
Does Ron feel any differently now that he is a herald?
At this point, Ron does feel the power that was granted by the mantle emanating through him. And you're not clear of, is this just power inherent from this mantle, or if this is power that's given to those worthy of wearing the mantle,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Cimarron. And does this also require an attunement?
Does.
Okay.
Certainly does.
End of questions. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Come again, I guess.
Well, should we go see that guy and give him his stuff back?
Yes, we have to stop by, go to give off pearls, and then we wait. Did Giant say not to give pearls and report to Frost Giant first? Okay, we go to Giant first.
Yep, the order of operations there was that the chieftain, Helmgrim, is allowing you to deal with Zarlug on the stipulation that you get his mission completed, essentially.
All right.
Okay.
And that's
So we
where
gotta
we
go to him
go.
first.
All right. You make your way through the city of Gordek as you go around the lake, which is known as Lake Ragesh, below the cliffs of Gordek, and you make your way all the way around. Is why it takes you so long, about 3 days to travel back. And you make your way up into the city on the east side as you pass over places known as the cliffs as well as the spill, and you make your way back into Ice Watch, which is the sort of large tower that appears to be frozen, and it has its own sort of walled structure within it. So you make your way all the way across town. You pass by the area known as the Carve, an old town where you see the shops, different taverns where you had seen the strange goblin merchant woman, as well as where you had gone in to have some drinks with some town folk. And you make your way over to Ice Watch. And upon your arrival, you are received by the chieftain. And as you make your way into this chamber, same as before, of large vaulted ceilings, purposefully to fit the huge giant inside of the structure, sitting casually in his sort of throne there with the frost salamander at his side. I see you have returned. What can you tell me of the fate of our friends to the west?
Is he addressing us as a group or mainly me?
All of you at this point.
They're all super dead.
This is so.
What
Yeah.
was the cause of their demise?
There was, perhaps the dwarves have unearthed this ancient relic, which happened to turn everyone to undead, or if they cease to live, become undead. So it is a crypt now.
What is the disposition of this artifact?
Destroyed, along with the dwarven city.
He's sort of taking in all this information. It's where he had suspected that something bad had happened, but now hearing it for himself sort of confirms his suspicions. Very well. Was there anything else of note that you found in the ruins, you say?
We found a shipment of black pearls.
I'm sure Zarlag will be pleased.
But there was not a living soul within that town.
Was there any danger that would be posed to Gordek from this?
Probably only if you go inside. There's a sort of ooze that knows how to mimic the faces and voices of your own kind. I would advise your people to stay away from the entrance.
But also keep in mind that the mines are now in ruins and shambles, and it is unstable. So you should not
Very
go there.
structurally unstable. Yes, she is right.
You were saying it would take insurmountable effort to try and excavate.
Not worth your time.
Mm-mm.
Very well. Do you have anything else to report to me?
We enlisted the assistance of the Silver Face Hand. They were quite excellent and very dutiful. Excellent work.
Very well. You may take your leave, and you are now free to conduct your business with the tusk, if you so choose.
What color are his eyes? I need it for the
Let's-
wiki.
So he has a pale blue skin, stark white hair, long braided beard, and ice blue eyes. Frost giant.
Thank you.
More than likely a couple 100 years old.
Wow.
And you can see that at his side, the this frost salamander is just like eyes locked on the group. That
What color are its eyes?
a frost salamander?
Hmm?
Let's see. I think that the frost salamander, it's strange in that they're not like pupils and irises. It's just a pale blue ball in the socket. There's no discernible pupils or like normal eye structure of like a humanoid.
Weird.
I want one.
And this creature that's huge. It's almost as large as the frost giant itself. If you stood this creature up, it might be as tall as him. And to remind you, it has a large sort of maw with many sharp teeth, and has 6 limbs, 3 on either side. And it is just the only reason it is not going to eat you is because the frost giant is sort of holding it there, is sort of tamed this beast.
We will graciously leave.
He seems satisfied with your answers, and then allows you to take your leave.
As we exit, Ron thought we would kind of get like a reward or something,
Mm-hmm. Should I go back and ask?
Best not.
I think they kind of gave us the run of the city, though, didn't they?
That is true, yeah.
I mean, it's not gold, but maybe we can make gold off of it.
You definitely don't want to upset a frost giant, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
can squeeze some
definitely
gold
not.
from our buddy Zarlek, huh?
Yes.
Maybe. Oh,
He
yeah.
also owes us for the bodyguard hired payment.
That and his shipment, yeah.
Yes.
Should we
Well,
track
that's
him
all on
down?
you, Brad Pitt. You'll have to talk to your friend there. Make sure he gives us a good deal.
A point.
Okay. Should we do that now?
Yeah.
Or
Wait.
Wait, you want to talk to Zarlog or you want to talk to your sword?
Zorlak, why would you talk to Sword? We're talking about getting money, right?
Oh, okay. Because Ron figured the sword was pulled from river. Maybe sword has information.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Did you ask your sword why it was in the river? Lake? Water?
Thing.
no? I've not asked my sword why it was in the water.
Just remember, ask nicely, use your please and thank yous.
It's not a bad idea.
And promise
I-
the sustenance of blood of your enemies.
It's probably what it wants, yes. You have to speak in terms it understands.
I'll do that after we talk to Zarla.
Okay.
Wait, when you say speak in terms that sword understands,
Mhm.
is it like
It's sort of like when I speak to you, I make sure to use very big words.
Ron takes
And
out,
not use
takes
very big
out
words.
his axe and starts flicking the metal of the axe and like making
No, not like this.
clink,
No,
clink,
not
clank
not like
sounds.
this.
like this?
No, it is
What
very
is your-
disrespectful.
what
That is
does
very
the-
disrespectful to your weapon.
What does
first off.
sword think what this is saying?
No, to speak to weapon, you have to feel its soul. You don't flick it. It is very rude.
Wait, have
like
you been
brain.
talking to a weapon?
Oh, well, I used to when I had my old magics.
Oh,
It's not like your weapon. They don't respond with
Ron
like
holds his
words and
axe.
things.
so
Yours is like
apologies,
somebody
axe
inside your weapon. Yours is not a
Ron
weapon.
has not used axe in a long time.
I don't know.
Ron will promise
Seems pretty
to
weapon-like.
chop things.
Yeah, you should speak to Axe later. Apologize to it. No, yours is like some sort of evil demon trapped inside a sword.
Fair enough. So, shall we?
Yeah, Ron thinks
After
Axe is
you.
happy now.
Okay.
All right. You make your way and sort of backtrack the direction that you came, leaving sort of Ice Watch and then spilling out into what's known as Old Town, sort of the first area that was built when Gordek was built. And you find a few blocks, I think I said about 5 or 6 blocks away from Ice Watch, you find the large, sort of almost palace-like structure with these sort of onion domes like covering it with various different colors of stone and other gems. And you make your way over to where Zarlug Tusk conducts his business. And you step inside and you see someone there sort of at the door. And it is appears to be a male bugbear sort of sitting behind sort of this desk and not paying attention, eating some food.
We're here to see Zarlug.
Welcome to the Tusk Syndicate. What can I assist you with?
You remind Ron of someone. Every time we return back to base, always eating.
Oh, Quentin?
Yes,
Yeah.
getting bad vibes.
Like, you're kind of like Quentin, aren't you?
Oh, we don't like him though.
My name is Gar.
It's much better than Quentin.
I don't know Quentin.
It's a good thing.
Does Mr. Tusk know you're coming?
So,
Yes.
Mr. Tusk, we have his pearls.
Oh, and then at that he sort of snaps into order. Very well, one moment. And you see him walk out from behind the desk up a set of stairs that sort of spiral upward, and he's gone for maybe 3 minutes or so, and he's like you know where you're not quite running, but you're like speed walking to get somewhere, but like you're in a hurry without making it look like you're in a hurry. That's what's going on here.
What did he say his name was? Did he say it was Gar?
Mm-hmm.
So he is Gar the guard.
It's more of a receptionist, but sure.
Receptionist.
He knows his duties.
It comes back
I mean, a
down.
receptionist is basically a guard with more paperwork, right?
Mr. Tusk will see you all now. He sort of beckons you and points you up the staircase. You know the way. You've been here before.
Oh, thank you.
And you lead up, and then you come to, up the 2 flights of stairs up to the 3rd floor, and you come to these just large wooden doors with sort of the gem and gold filigree, and they're pushed open, and you see that opulent office that just exudes fuck you money. Hey, my friends! I'm back so soon. Did you find my things?
I think so.
You think so?
Well, we found a chest at the bottom of a, I don't know, chasm that's filled with water. It's locked, so, but it's what you described, the chest at least.
Perfect. Yes, very good. Bring to me.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Ron was carrying it, yeah, because it's so heavy.
Yeah, that's why you brought the Catoblepus in the wagon, so you all are having to haul this up.
Yes.
Just
Yes,
here's
Bleepus.
chest, and then just like whoosh, drop it.
This has better be worth it. We went through quite the ordeal to get.
Almost died.
Mm.
Like multiple times, actually.
What? But did you die? No, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it what you were wanting?
And he rummages through his desk and pulls out a key, and sort of sticks it in the lock and jiggles it around. It doesn't work. Then he pulls out another key on the ring, jiggles it around, doesn't work. Pulls like the 3rd one, and finally clicks. Kind of thinking that it may have been like a little rusted out from just kind of being down in that dingy cave ruins down there in the water. So he gets it to click over. You weren't sure whether it was going to turn over or if it was going to just snap. But you think that since you were able to pick the lock, that probably made it a little easier for it to open in the first place.
Mm.
And he sort of opens it up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, look, it's happy. We are happy." And he sort of like runs his fingers through it and lets the pearls kind of run through his fingers. And it's, I mean, you're looking at a large chest filled with black pearls, which you all know now are worth double the normal amount of pearls. Very happy. And he like closes the lid, slams it, locks it, and then you notice picks it up himself. And then
I go,
puts it on the ground by his desk.
Tip, please?
All right, I was supposed to answer questions for you. I will answer questions.
No, I mean
Okay.
a monetary tip.
That was not part of the deal. What do you mean? Why are you changing the rules now?
You saw what we saw. Oh. Whose creature using corpse of dwarves trying to speak with us lured to our trap. Scary business.
Well, I hope that, I hope this information is worth it to you then.
Ron just pats Valcannon in the back and pushes him forward.
Yeah. This sword, you know it?
And he looks down at it and sort of looks back to you. Looks nice. Very nice sword.
I saw you eyeing it when we first got here. I feel like you might have seen it before.
He sort of looks shifty to you. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a nice sword. You walk in, very large, very flashy.
My friend, I believe we had a deal. I had questions. You were going to provide me with answers if we completed your task. Here we are. I'm looking for answers. If you don't know, I would happily be pointed into the direction of somebody that does.
With a tip.
Falcon, I will give you that with your passive insight and then being around him for so long in the card game, this even though he's friendly and nice to you. He is a slimy businessman who basically doesn't let anything go unless he has to, and is absolutely playing dumb. And you don't know why. You don't know if he's trying to get more out of you or what, or if he was if he's playing dumb to get back at you all for the asking for tips or something like that. But he didn't get rich by giving stuff away, kind of thing. So you would think that you may need to press him, sort of get him to play ball, because he's got the pearls now in his possession. So
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, but if he ever needs work done in the future, he's going to regret that. I'll say that to Vin, like loudly, not loudly, but like kind of casually, like, I guess we're not working for him again, you know?
My friend, we played cards together. Do you remember who won?
I do remember. Why you bring this up?
I'm fairly good at reading people, my friend. I'm no fool. You know what this sword is, or at least you have some information on it. Instead of giving me the runaround, let's speak. Rich guy to rich guy.
Okay. What sort of tack are you taking here? Are you just trying to friendly get him to come around?
I'm trying to.
Are you trying to intimidate him, or
no intimidation yet, but I'm trying to, in a more friendly manner, call his bluff by saying, I've read you before, I'm reading you now. You're gonna have a hard time pulling one over on me, basically.
make a persuasion check?
Okay. All right. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Be good. Natural 20 for a total of 24.
Ooh, shit. You just
Total of
casually
24.
like, yeah, natural 20.
Yeah. It's a good roll.
So he sort of leans back in his chair, puts his feet on the desk, and he's like, all right. You can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, you know how it is. You know how it is.
Yeah, sometimes, but given what we just went through, not exactly the time.
All right, Mr. Pitt is testy today. I know sword. I have seen sword. Sword very important to Zarlog indeed.
Oh, yeah?
I've found sword in the lake.
Well, I'm afraid to say I knew that much already. Which is why I'm here. I knew it came from this area.
Zarlog found sword in Lake Reges 28 years ago.
It's quite a long time.
I was merely a fisherman on the lake trying to catch fish and whatever to feed family, sell in market. But Zarlog's smart, always looking around for ways to get ahead. I see two people acting strange around the lake. One is very small old lady. And he motions about like 3.5 feet tall. Very small old lady, white hair, with man, sort of blonde hair, shaved face, wearing weird robes.
Kind of like mine.
Oh yeah, not exactly like yours, but kind of like yours, yes.
Okay, fascinating.
They show up around Lake Ragesh. I see them sneaky around, but not too sneaky for Zarlug. And he throws sword into lake. Zarlug says, if they're going to get rid of sword, then Zarlug will take sword, of course. And I fish it out of lake. And I go straight to Magnus and say, Magnus, look what I found in lake. There could be other treasures. Magnus agrees with me, gives Zarlug resources to begin searching for treasures in Lake Ragesh. Lo and behold, I find no other treasures but black pearls I find. Then Zarlug rich for the rest of life.
So really, you have his master to thank for you being rich.
Why did master throw away expensive sword I sold for pretty good price?
Doesn't really matter, just goes to show you are in debt to his
So
master.
after these two people threw it into the lake, you lost sight of them and didn't see where they go? Did they went to Gordek?
Never set foot in Gordet. Oh, very strange though. They come to Lake Ragesh, they go back to the south, right? Zarlug don't care, he has brand new sword. But 15 years, 16, 15, 14 years later, I see them again. Same people. Exact same short old woman. Same man, little older. They start snooping around lake. Now Zarlug has eyes everywhere because the lake is Zarlug's lake now pretty much. I've run this shit here. But they start looking in water, they start going in. Probably looking for sword, and they are sad because they didn't make the money that Zarlug made. Then they come into Gordek and start asking around town. Asking for have people seen sword, looking to buy sword. They go to blacksmith, sword's not good enough for them there. Only Zarlug knows he has sword. Zarlug doesn't tell them shit.
Okay. Do you remember who you sold the sword to?
Dwarven traders took it wherever.
The dwarves, huh?
That was the arrangement we had before they go quiet.
What? To trade them swords?
I trade them things that give me money.
Yes.
Export,
that's how-
import, macroeconomics. How do you not know this if you are a shipbuilder?
I'm aware how commerce works.
Apparently not, but okay.
So, the two individuals, they unsatisfied, left Gorak.
This time, though, they do not leave Gordek back to the south. They leave that way. And he points out the window in his office. And you see the office points out towards, on one side anyway. He sort of has a nice corner office. One side points out to the large frozen waste to the northwest of Gordek.
Not familiar with this area. What exactly is that direction?
Frozen wasteland. There are mountainous region there, part of Mount Muldur mountain range, but I do not know why they go this direction. It's Death Wish.
Sounds like it. And that was the last you saw of these two? They never
Last I
came
saw
back?
of him, never came back. Looked desperate. Very desperate.
Curious, businessman to businessman, how much did you trade the sword for?
100 gold, maybe? Good
Whoa.
upstart.
You could have had so
Undervalued
much
if
more money.
A little undervalued if I say so myself.
Doesn't matter, I'm rich now, so sword was just entryway to my empire.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No one can argue with that. Is that all? Did you have anybody examine the sword to tell you how much it might be worth? Somebody here in Gordek?
No.
Nobody else.
Sword looks fancy. I say, okay, I sell it.
Nobody else here took a look at it.
No. Only for Zalug to sell.
Here might be a strange question. Did you ever get anybody else aside from those two coming and asking about the sword?
No. Oh! Answer for you. I've almost forgot. That was so long ago. I see two go into the northwest out into the sort of frozen mountainous region. 2 weeks later, I see a woman again. She come back. Stops by Gordek, gets some food, then leaves back south.
Alone. Is he on the up and up?
What's that?
Can I do like
Sure,
insight
give me an
check to
insight.
be on the up and up? All right. Not so good this time. Insight 9.
Seems to be on the up and up. I mean, you think that you persuaded him to have a conversation, as you put it, from rich person to rich person.
Okay. All right. These have been pretty decent answers. Anything else come to mind about your brief experience with the sword?
No, nothing
Didn't have-
special.
No effect on you? Didn't seem strange when you held it.
Held it. I just pulled it up with net, put it in cloth, cleaned it off, and then sold it.
Ah. That was smart. I wouldn't touch it.
He sort of looks at you and looks at, like, it's at your side. He's like, oh, I don't want your sword. I don't need it anymore. I'm not going to touch your sword.
That's for the best. Well, if that's all,
That's
Then,
all. I pretty much tell you life story of sword. What do you mean that's all?
so both went to the northwest. Lady came back by herself. Went to the south.
Couple weeks later, so assume this person died in mountains or whatever. I don't know. Why would you ever go up there? You freeze
I
to
have
death
no
easily.
idea. That's why I asked you what was there.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Mountains, caves, whatever. I've never been up there.
You ever seen anybody out there?
Why? No one goes there. Too cold.
Treasure, my friend. Who knows what could be out there?
Treasure in frozen wasteland.
Sure.
I don't need treasure. Treasure's right out my front door. And he points at his other
Imagine.
window in his corner office, which overlooks the
See.
lake.
See, you gotta think. You gotta get creative, right? Imagine a frozen, undiscovered kingdom out there.
What
Nobody's
about
ever seen.
ice pearls?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know if that's a
Thing?
thing either, but I'm
Could
just saying
be
he
a
didn't know
thing.
he didn't know there were pearls under the lake until he looked.
Yeah, it's
Could
totally
be a thing. Ice pearls. Sounds fancy.
Hear it now or see it now.
I don't know. If I was you and your shoes, I might sponsor a few expeditions myself.
Brad,
Can
do
you
not let
DM show us
your-
which area he's talking about on the map? Because I'm a little like,
Like the mountains.
Do not let
North
your
of us?
ambitions
North of
blind
here?
you, Brad.
Don't
the
worry.
mountains north or south?
I will show you all in one moment.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I just want to be sure. I don't know what Valkan's getting at, and I'm not against whatever it is. I just want to make sure I'm understanding.
Valken is playing a role.
Gordek is here. He
Okay.
saw them go that way.
Whoa. But there's nothing up there.
Exactly.
Anyway, my friend,
Why would you go there?
It is like off the map, literally.
I'll say this. You got nothing to worry about for me. I have no ambitions up here. It's too cold for my taste anyways. But, you know. Appreciate the information.
Of course.
It's helped.
Like always looking out for friends.
Good. And if you ever need ships, for whatever reason, you know who to contact.
Of course.
Your giant leader gave us the run of the city. So I think we'll see what we can find here for the time being. If you need us, we'll be in town.
I think our business is concluded for now, Mr. Pitt.
Very well.
I would like a favor.
Bodyguard number 1, what is your favor?
Oh, yes, sir. I just had a quick question. It is a man of his stature would be very easy to answer. What do you know of mountains to south in the pass?
Nothing.
Do you know anyone who's traversed it that we could maybe talk to?
Not that I know of.
Well, never mind.
Anybody else? Bodyguard 2, Bodyguard 3?
What numbers are we again, Mr. Pitt?
It's not important.
What are we supposed to have input on?
Nothing, if you don't want to.
I want a tip.
You
I
should
will-
pay them better, Mr. Pitt.
No, you, big beard. I don't know. I just saw your face, Max. Does he have a beard?
Now I'm wondering if he has a beard or not.
It does now.
Yep, sure does.
You have a beard.
I would say,
Beard makes stupid face.
don't worry too much about her. She's very powerful in magic, and sometimes the magic goes to her head a little bit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
she's quite insane.
I see. You can call me Big Beard if you want to, and sort of pats the top of your head.
we call her a princess. It makes her happy.
I see.
She has a zine, if you're interested in some light reading. Right?
I dig in my bosoms and hand him a zine.
But the goings
Newspaper.
on,
It's just short newspaper. Yes.
yes, so you can keep track of the goings ons in the other parts of the world.
Okay.
It is
Right,
a
how
premium
cute you are.
restaurant review article. So when you travel abroad, you know where to eat.
That piques his interest. I see. I will keep eye on your news zine.
Also, potentially individuals to avoid.
Please do keep an eye on it, sir, as I like curtsy at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Of
I look
course,
at Brandon
of
and I'm
course,
like, he's going to be in
princess.
the next issue.
Well then, we will take our leave.
Very well. Enjoy Gordek.
I'm sure we will. Till we meet again. See ya.
He sort of just waves you off, and he is looking down at that large chest of pearls.
Can't believe we didn't get paid for that.
It was a good try, Vin. It was a good try.
Don't worry, we got paid. And I look
Oh.
at Valken.
We did.
Well, Ron has no idea what happened while Ron
Do you
was
remember,
looking
Ron,
other
when
direction.
we were? Oh, okay. You
I like-
remember.
I elbow
Let's say we're out of
Brandon
his
in the
office
ribs.
now.
Oh, we're definitely out of his office. All I'm saying is I might see if Bubba's can put a curse on him. He is not very nice.
I just got this I don't know why, this image of the end of Too Fast, Too Furious, where they have all that money like taped under their shirt. They're walking away.
It's taped everywhere.
Tyrese is like, I ain't hungry no more. You got pearls taped to you. Okay,
Oh,
anyway.
it's all about family.
Every time we move, it's like like all the like clacking.
Okay. You now have the run of Gordek. You have some, I guess for Valken, the only information you've received about who you think is your sensei, or you would probably know based on the information of where he went.
Yeah. I think I also need to have a chat with the little old lady. Everybody here has seen her before, right? When we were in Emberholm.
Yes, she saved our lives.
Do you, are you able to send a message to her?
I could send her a message.
How many sendings do you have?
Let me check real quick. One moment, please.
How many
Probably.
sending?
Probably all of them, right?
I have all of them. I could send 4 of them. But that would be like all of my energy for today. I'd be very tired, very pooped after that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think we'll need 4, but
Well,
Okay.
Falcon, put a message in my zine to see if anyone had any information about that school who no one had ever heard anything about and kind of were naughty and wanted your sword. And
yes.
so maybe
Wants to
if
try
I
to
can,
kill me.
Yeah, if I can get access to my trusty employees, they might have information. Someone might have posted in the
You
PO
have
box.
employees?
Yeah,
I look
I
at
know
Bren
them.
and I'm like, I am a business woman.
He has paid
Oh.
up for, I think, for quite a while, the use of a basically a printing house.
Printing house, and then like that person is my trusted like secrets.
Oh. Well, I can't sending to them. I don't know them.
Oh.
You should have introduced me.
I know
When-
them.
We were in town. Yeah, and I know you, but this is not how magic works. Is there someone else in town that could go and check for you?
What town is it in?
It's in Falshir, in the capital. I will say, knowing what you all know about the Silent Hand, as it had been supposedly just gone for many, many years, and that they're now aligned with Salon, very unlikely anyone in the Empire is going to know anything about them.
Well, if you hear anything, then be sure to let me know. Ben.
I'll try. I can get to my PO box.
By the way, what we just did was extremely dangerous. And I appreciate everyone being on board. Because outside of some pearls and some information, we really didn't get much out of it. So
We got 10,000 gold. I don't know what you're talking about.
did we? Is that how much
Yeah.
pearls were?
Pearls are total is 10,000.
Oh yeah, how many did we take? We took like 20,
Took
Five?
50 total.
50.
25 for you
25
and
each.
25 for me,
Ah,
which means we have 5,000 gold each, which we could
well,
divvy up among us if
We got
we
this.
so choose. And I kind of like look to the sky, but we don't have to choose.
well, either way, I appreciate you keeping me alive during that. Yeah, that's as good as a thanks as you're gonna get, I think. Appreciate you. Anyway, so what now?
You have people to find?
Do you wish to?
I'm not
Head
gonna
to
march
the
out into a
mountains?
wasteland, huh?
Well, Bryn got you the fancy boots. Keeps you.
Oh yeah,
warm.
you won't get cold. You'll be very comfortable. The rest of us will probably die.
That's true. I still don't want to go out there right now.
What if we requisition a sort of dog sled situation and guide? Eh?
What about those things? What are they called? The things that
Bleepus.
a bleeping, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, blip
bleepins. Blip blops? Oh yeah, a bleep blop.
You know, back in Ron's
You
village,
okay?
sometime it
No.
get so cold, and did not make it back to village. So Ron had to find a big beast, burden similar to Blip Blop, and Ron cut open the beast and then hide inside until storm blow over to stay warm. The very stinky walk back home.
This is why in my village, when you prepare to go out into cold, you always bring your healing tonic with you, and then if it gets real cold, you just drink the entire bottle. You'll be fine. One time, I drank a whole bottle, swam in Ice River. I don't remember it, but I was told I did it. Naked.
Oh,
It's how you build character. I was told that. I don't remember it.
What was that friend's name, Ron? Luca Cloud Runner that you went to go save?
That sounds very familiar. Have I met them?
oh yeah, it is a Duke, the Cloud Runner.
Sounds familiar.
Yes.
What if instead of this, I just send sending to what's her face, and we see what she has to say? What do you want me to ask her? I do it right now.
Who is what's her face? My opinion
old-
vary.
Who is secretly dragon?
Zunde.
Zunde.
How many words can you say?
25. And it is very strict. There is no 25 and a half.
Okay. Say, friend of Valken. He needs your help. We are in Gordic. And we know that you and Gin were here. How many is that?
You have 5 left.
Uh,
You said how many is dead? You don't want me to include those.
no,
right?
no, no,
Maybe
no, no.
tell me
Okay,
about
okay.
the sword.
Where did you both go?
What the fuck, Grandma? Sure.
I'm gonna do that.
Ram.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Sending to Zunde, the old halfling woman who is secretly a crystal dragon. And some time goes by. And in your head, you hear the response, not in her halfling voice, but in her draconic sort of voice as you're speaking directly.
Oh, but
into her
not in
mind.
draconic, in common.
Not in draconic.
Okay, gotcha. She's in dragon mode though.
It's her mind, so you're sending. Of course, I remember you. I strictly told Valken not to seek out his former master. I'm surprised you uncovered this. Nothing good lies ahead.
Okay, I'll share that information.
What? That's her answer?
Do you want me to respond in like cover for you? Like, oh, we were up here for other reasons, and it just sort of information just sort of slipped into our hands. Pretty good
No.
liar. Okay.
I really don't care about annoying some old lady.
You get the sense of when she spoke to you, when she told you at the tournament, don't seek him out. She said, don't try to find him. She's trying to block you from going anywhere. But from what Zarlug told you, this is the only information you have ever come across in the decades since his disappearance of where he could possibly be.
Okay. I may need you to do one more.
Okay. I'm ready.
Say. That's not a word.
Okay. Start over.
Valken says, Granny, you met me. I wasn't going to listen. I need to find him. It's that important. Are you going to tell me what you did out here?
Oh, it's your. Oh, are you going to tell me? It is.
That's it?
The end. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
You make it sound like a question. Are you going to tell me?
Are you going to tell me? Like that?
Yes.
Okay, done.
Some time goes by. There is nothing for you out there. Seek all you must, but I will not aid you in a fool's errand.
I don't tell him at first. First, Bryn just makes kind of a face like, oh,
She's
it's not really good. Are you sure you want to hear
stonewalling
it?
on purpose.
And she said what?
And I'll tell you. I don't really want to use another sending on her. It doesn't seem worth it.
Hmm.
She's not denying anything you're saying. She's just stonewalling you and not giving you anything. You're not sure if she's looking out for you, if she's keeping something from you, if she doesn't want you to find something. It's throwing red flags up in your head that this lady knows something and won't tell me, even though she knows I know this.
I don't understand why the lady has to be that annoying.
My experience, old ladies, they just sort of have to be annoying. Trust me. Oh, I should probably call the Babas. Be right back. Oh, do you want me to ask Babas if they have ever met old lady?
If you would like
I know
to.
a lot of people. It's kind of crazy.
That's up to you. It's
Okay.
your sending.
Well,
Well,
I have to check in with them anyway, so.
that was a useless waste of time.
And 2 spell slots.
Looks like we're at a dead end again, huh?
Can I send sending to the Babas?
You can't. The only perceived dead end you have is you don't know what awaits you. To
if we go
north.
north?
Yeah, but Balkan was saying that as like a
There you go. Okay.
that's So are you sending?
Oh, yeah, real quick. It is me. How are you both? Miss you very much. Hey, do you know what is north Gordek?
Molder Mountains, I think is what it.
Oh,
You sure out of words.
Oh,
I'll use one more sending. No, I'll wait to see what they say.
Which Baba did you send that to?
The younger one. Sveta.
Okay. A moment goes by. Hello, Brain. It's good to hear from you. Strange question. North of Gordek are Moldir Mountains. Very cold. Dangerous.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's 25.
Okay, I have to use another sending. I know. Have you met anyone who traveled there or has returned? What danger awaits us there? Wait, I
I've
think I had
not
5 more.
met personally. Could be giants, other creatures, environment. Difficult. But possible to traverse if you are careful and plan carefully. Are you going there?
Shit, I don't have. Baba. Oh shit, she's going to be so mad at me if I don't respond until tomorrow. Oh. Oh, wait, I can get 1 spell slot back.
Use your arcane.
I will use my arcane recovery.
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, this last sending for today. Thanks for advice. Looking for Valkane Master named. Oh, what was his name?
Yin.
Gin. I have 5 left. Of the. Sorry, again. Okay, what's your people's names again?
Huh?
Where's your order? What is the name of your order again?
School of.
You
Shoiling
don't know
Academy.
either? Oh god, we're screwed. Somebody took our memories again.
You know how many times I've been hit in the head since I went there?
Oh, that's a good point.
Shore Lake
I had
Academy.
Shore Lake Academy. Just to see, you never know what they know. The Bobbas are weird.
Mhm. If you go dress warm, bring food. I do not know this Gin from Academy. I hope you find him.
Well, that was a waste of a couple more spell slots, but it was worth a try.
I will say this as DM to players. Going there, it's not like you just instantly die, right? You're not going to freeze to death. You all have purchased cold weather clothing. Valken, you have an item that protects you up to like, I think, minus 100. So you're not going to freeze to death. Some of you might have to make some checks for the weather. Because you were in the middle of winter, literally the coldest part of winter now. And this would be one of those situations where Vin, since your background is Wanderer, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
This is one of those situations where you don't automatically get food, but you'll get to make rolls where no one else would be able to. So you might have to buy food to bring with you or scavenge.
I feel like the concern isn't so much with survival, but it's like we're just going in a random direction without really any information. It's not like there's a mountain. There's like all of the mountains. But we do have a general starting direction, I guess. So
Yep, he pointed in the direction that they went.
well, what do you say? Should we do it?
It's worth it.
Is this what you want, Falcon?
Well, it's the only lead I have, so.
We have survived worse, right?
Yeah. Kind of makes me wonder why the old lady didn't want me to go.
Maybe she feels like you're one of those people, you know, young and brash, and how you only do things that you're not supposed to do. So she is telling you the opposite of what she wants you to do.
She felt pretty serious.
It's true, Hurst. I was just trying to make you feel better about it. It didn't work.
Oh well. How often do I actually listen to people older than me?
That was the point. That's what I was saying. Screw her. Let us go into frozen mountains and die.
Okay.
Okay, old man here. What if she's trying to protect you, Valken?
Mm-hmm.
Feel like if she wanted to protect him, she could have given him some more information. That's all I'm
She could
saying.
have said, I'm saying this because I want to protect you. She could have said that.
Was
Those are not even that many words. She could have easily
it's
said that.
just experience when Ron did not tell Vin that the Black Knight was coming to kill her. Ron wanted to protect her by not letting her worry about
Yes, but didn't we just
Seems like
learn
an
on
oversight.
that you should have probably told her? Like, well, didn't we have a whole conversation about this? Like,
this. That is
1
true.
week ago.
Seems like a big oversight now, looking back on it. Huh?
Mhm.
Worked out though,
Yeah,
Luckily.
Ron got this cool tabard. Check it out.
and
Really?
nobody died.
And you
Right.
guys got a bunch of pearls, and Bryn got nothing.
Anyway, it feels like
Interesting how
she
these
had
things
Maybe you
something
should
to
work
hide.
put your hands in the pot.
Could not be done.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I don't know. Bryn heard her talk in her head. Sounds like she had something to hide, but
Well,
won't
she's
say
hiding
what.
something for sure. Whether or not that is something you actually want to know, you may come to regret. But if you don't find out, it's going to eat at you for always.
Already does.
Okay, we will purchase extra winter clothes because one set is not
Yes.
going to be enough.
And extra, maybe like extra tents. Or maybe like I could find someone to teach me. I've read about this spell from the Wizard Academy where I can make sort of a magical tent.
Oh,
Yeah, I read about it. If we could find maybe someone who knows it, I could probably learn it.
is there? I know we are very. Ron is we're far, but is there assembly here in Gordex?
Oh no, there is not. But there might be like a book. Maybe there's a library.
Oh,
Or
what
like a
about
collection of scrolls?
Goblin lady who wants to turn us to stone and
She
cut
knows
off
magic.
and
Oh.
sculpt and make ears or something.
Yes, I will talk to her. Do we do that now?
You can if you'd like.
Let's do supply shopping so people can be buying supplies if they want to while I'm talking to this crazy lady.
Yep.
And I'm
so,
going to talk to the goblin lady whose name is. Forgot. I wrote it down. No, I didn't.
Shiaxes.
Shioxis.
I will say for those of you that are going to get equipment and stuff like that, like doubling up on winter clothing, like you have winter clothing now, so you don't need to spend extra on extra winter clothing. You've got what you can get.
Can we buy cattle bleepus?
One moment.
Okay.
What does that word
For-
even mean?
it's a weird animal. But for this is one of those occasions where you're gonna have to buy rations, and what you have on your sheet's what you got. And if you run out, you're gonna have to start hunting for stuff. It's gonna be difficult. So you roll up to Shiaxis, and she sort of just eyes you as she's tending to some of her strange animals there.
Wait, there was one of us that she liked better than the others, and I don't think it was me. Do we remember who it was? Ron, did she like you?
I wasn't
Like
here.
she liked everyone.
It wasn't me.
Hello, lady. I have a magic question for you.
Hello.
How are you today?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I will be better if you happen to know the answer to this question. I
You
am
come
trying
for
to
me
learn.
to change?
Oh, no, not today. I am. Not today. Maybe another day. I'm still open to it if you want to give a cattle bleepus some extra horns, though, just saying. I don't think it would complain. Oh, okay. Do you know anywhere in town where I could find copies of magic spells, or do you yourself happen to have any copies of magic spells that you have learned? I would pay very good money.
She just sort of looks at you.
My boss is Mr. Brad
No?
Pitt. Oh. Is there a library here?
She sort of looks around. No?
Is there like a wizard or shaman?
I am shaman.
Okay, what spells do you know?
She holds up her tools. I change you.
It's the only spell you know.
And she puts her hands down and puts her tools down and puts her hands back up. I shock you? And electricity starts to come from her hand.
No, not that one. What else?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're looking for someone that might know Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen here. You'd have to go, like, you just leveled up, so you could have taken it.
Well, I was gonna ask you if that was okay.
Yeah, you just
I
leveled.
haven't used my other spells yet.
Wait, why wouldn't you have been able to take it?
I don't know. She could pick whatever she wanted.
Well, I don't want to take it.
Oh,
Why
well,
not?
well, if you don't want it, then that's fine.
Yeah, I can't learn
Because
that
I
one.
found
so
another really cool spell that I wanted to use that lets me kill everyone with freezing rain, okay?
That's
So-
even cooler. I don't blame you.
I know.
There is a feature that when you level, you can change spells out, right? Spells
I
no.
thought
Yeah.
you couldn't as a wizard. I thought that was for other classes because mine are in my book.
Uh,
Do I
need
just
to
scratch
look
one
it up.
out?
So one moment. Let me look it up here.
No sorcerers do that because I
Sorcerers
changed
can,
the
wizards
spell.
cannot.
I cannot.
You can replace cantrips if you want. But the idea of like going to find spells, either you're gonna have to find a spell scroll or you're gonna have to go to an assemblage to go see if they have it, and it's gonna cost
I was
you.
asking her if she knew of anywhere that had scrolls too.
Right, not in this town.
Not in this town.
Mm-mm.
You guys want to go? Anyone want to punch me a whole bunch so I can level up? No?
What? No. That is
Kinda punch me.
terrible.
Okay, well, we're not getting
Wait,
tiny hut.
wait.
Maybe later.
Okay, Ron can manage this. Ron will punch, but then lay on hands same time.
Oh, a punch on hands.
Yes.
Because that totally sounds like a milestone to me, getting the shit beat out of you by your friend.
Best friend. Excuse you, sir.
Okay.
I literally just picked my spells 2 seconds ago, so if you guys want me to take tiny hut, I totally will.
I
Oh,
will
good
allow
for
it
you.
if you'd like.
We'll take it.
I was gonna say we could always,
We'll not
Relax
kill people with
here
freezing
for-
rain, I guess.
we could relax here for a day or 2 or 3 or however long before we go trekking into the cold.
Yes. Yeah.
It's up to you.
That's not gonna help me learn tiny hut,
I
though.
buy 30 rations.
Very well.
I
Ooh.
will buy 26 rations.
All right.
Do they have potions for sale
Equals
here?
30 in total for me.
What sort of potions are you looking for?
Greater healing potions.
Not here, no.
Any potions of warmth?
Potions of healing
Cold
you can
resist?
find here, but nothing magical.
Okay.
Okay,
Anything
I'm
else?
going to go and study what I remember of this tiny hut spell, and I'm going to memorize it for tomorrow. Oh, I didn't learn that other spell anyways. so it
What else
worked out.
is there to do in Gordek? Is there like a hidden fight club? Is there I don't know.
You can spend some downtime here if you'd like to just do some downtime activities. You kind of get the sense of like if you're asking, like, in Bryn's case, like I want to find magic stuff. That's like the Empire's thing. Ramcrown has those specific devices that they were able to ascertain. Gordek's just a large, sort of like a city here that was built up, probably I think I want to say less than 50 years ago. Or so. So it's relatively new, as it was been mentioned to you that they were nomadic until they decided to build. But in the ways of like looking for magical things and magical items, not really. But if there's anything specific that you're looking for, like in the city, then they could try and accommodate.
I would like to look for a guide or anyone that has actually headed in the direction that we've been in.
Sure. You could make an investigation check to see if you can find someone who may have been in that direction.
Okay, advantage on this 1 second. Yes, I do. $18.
So it takes you probably, you're sort of just asking around, it takes you the better part of the afternoon. And then they lead you back to the part of town in Gordek that's known as the Carve, where there's a lot of small shops, people selling goods, taverns, those sort of thing. And you come across some people that point you in the direction of someone known as Bashuk. And you follow their directions, and you find that they're sort of have their own like sort of stand out in like a market area. And they're selling like furs and like pelts of various creatures. And you walk up to this stand and you see an orc woman there with sort of pulled back long black braided hair, some scarring on her face, over one of her eyes, sort of wearing leather armor and furs, sort of just peddling these wares that she has.
Is she the one that I was told might be a guide? Okay, greetings, I will say this in Orcish.
Greetings,
well
you're
met.
looking for furs.
Not exactly. Hello, my name is Bryn, and these are my friends. Are you guys with me? Ron, Vin, and Velkin. We are starting an expedition into the Northern Lands, and we were told you might be a person to speak with.
And she sort of looks you all up and down. Don't freeze.
We were looking for someone that might know pathing to take into the mountains.
I see.
And is familiar with the types of beasts we might run into.
Make a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Sure. What are you doing to assist? How are you gonna get this person to give you information?
I bat my eyes and say I'm a princess.
Okay.
Does that help? What does that mean? Do I roll with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20,
Okay.
Let's go.
which, to be fair, ends up being a 19. But
19. She looks at you all and looks at Vin, who bats her eyes, and I tell you what, you'll buy furs, fur blankets, and give you information.
very good. I will buy furs, and I'll start looking for the best furs to buy, because Bryn would probably have some experience with furs.
She'll sell you like a large like fur for like 3 silver.
All right.
So easy enough. Large
Buy
fur like blanket essentially.
I'm gonna buy like 4 large furs, one for each of us.
All right.
You said 3 silver each?
Yep, 1 gold, 2 silver.
I'm gonna pick out like a really nice white one for Vin.
Mm-hmm.
How much? Sorry, how much was it again?
1 gold, 2 silver.
For total?
Yeah.
That's such a deal.
I mean, they're just furs.
Yeah, good deal.
Not everyone has thousands of
It will
gold.
cost more down in Empire, I'm telling you.
She looks at you all. You looking for paths, creatures? First off, careful of wildlife. There are frost salamanders,
Oh,
much like what the
yeah,
chieftain
you've seen it.
has. There are other furry creatures who like to burrow. Very easy to walk upon their dens accidentally.
How do we keep an eye out for dens? It is disturbance in snow.
Under rock, usually they dig. Under outcroppings.
Is it good meat?
Very gamey, but keep you alive, perhaps. There are other dangerous creatures. Flying. Oh, how do you say? Look like birds, but head of elk.
Head of elk.
Hmm.
Ron, do you know
Whoa.
what she's talking about? Never heard of such a thing.
Does Ron know?
Make a nature roll. If you're interested.
Hippogriff!
12.
Sounds like Harringtons.
Oh.
Sort of about the size of a person that are known to sort of dive bomb things, grab them, take them as their prey, even drop them from distances.
Are we all hearing this?
Well, you know, because you understand all languages, so.
Oh, so then Ron wouldn't say anything.
I assume that
asked
you
you,
translate for each other,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I'll translate.
There are, of course, mammoths, which quite docile unless you encroach upon them.
Oh, those are good eating.
Indeed. There are also other tribes, other kin that are opportunistic, that may abuse your kindness or outright take from you. You, go ahead.
Bryn, can you ask her if there are, like she mentioned tribes, if there are other cities or villages?
I'll translate.
No village is more nomadic, opportunistic.
Actually, if we were to run into some of these tribes and wished to trade, so is to get information from them, what sort of things would they want to trade for?
They are more likely to take your goods than to trade for them.
Oh, gotcha. It is not so
More
nice.
like brigands than traders.
Well, not so worried about that.
You should be.
We have dealt with worse.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll just thank her for her time. I don't think there's any other info.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure I got a little bit more details, but we can.
So basically warned you that there are creatures up there that are territorial, that are pretty nasty. There are occasionally some brigands that are more opportunistic and will take people that are sort of out in the wastes. Will take advantage of them.
Oh, one last question. Any good fishing?
There are, well, part of what's known as the Maldor Wash comes from Maldor Mountains to Gordek and then over cliffs. Basically, rivers or streams that form Lake Ragesh.
I'll tell Ron that there's some good fishing in those, but then I'll also tell him, also, she says there is a special fish called a Nasher, and if you catch it, you will have good luck for an entire year.
Oh, a whole year.
Yes.
Okay, Ron will have to catch.
You will know it because
Penny.
it is a bright pink fish.
This is ice fishing, I'm assuming.
Yes. But she says in order to catch it, you have to make a call like a duck, and you have to be naked.
Oh, no problem. Ron can do
Okay,
this.
got it.
Then you know
we'll
that
see if
she's
you can
full of
find it.
shit.
It's not gonna stop.
I know.
I learned this from Vin.
Okay,
Vin's rubbing off on Bryn.
Ron's like in the background now, clearing his throat, trying to practice duck calls.
Wap.
Oh, it's close. You might need to work on it a little bit.
Good. Okay. Well.
Like a duck who's sitting here looking at me.
Oh, see, very good.
Very good.
Ron
Okay.
is an excellent hunter.
And then I'll thank her for her time, and if anyone else has anything else they want to do, that was it for me.
She just looks at you like, hey. She knows comment.
I know. I
Yeah.
was trusting that. I just
Yeah.
bought a bunch of pelts from her. She's not
She's
gonna,
not
help
gonna
me
say
either.
anything. She's just like,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like laughing a little bit or like just smiling.
Yeah.
Anything else you all would like to do before you trek into the wilderness?
We all have enough food.
Aren't you gonna be looking for food or no?
I mean, I bought food, but if it's like in no man's land, then I might have to roll to find food.
Just know that rations aren't that fun to eat.
So
I have a ton.
what I had mentioned for Vin is that if you didn't have this wanderer background, you could not find food. Because she has that, she can possibly roll to find stuff, so it's scarce. That's probably why they bought so much.
Yeah, that's why I bought a ton.
Yeah, I've got a decent amount.
Do they have some sort of potion or concoction that would help keep us warm during our travels?
Nothing like that.
What about snowshoes to help with difficult terrain?
That they do have.
Let's get some of those. I'll buy 4. Extra large ones for Ron.
I don't need them.
No, Ron has to
Oh, you don't?
train
No, the
Get
boots you gave me.
for nakedness.
No, they're not like shoes. You strap them onto the bottom of your shoes.
I know. I think the boots help me traverse
Difficult terrain.
that terrain, right? It makes it so nothing's difficult.
Okay, I'll get 3
Yeah.
sets of those.
Yeah, I'll take boots.
Well,
Not boots. They're not boots.
Okay, but like
Mine are big.
snowshoes.
They're big, flat things you tape to your feet.
Snowshoes cost 2 gold apiece.
Okay, I get a pair for each of us, except for Valkian. Add that to your sheet.
And basically what snowshoes do is they reduce you getting stuck in deep snow. Still difficult terrain, but it will keep you from getting stuck if you hit a snowdrift.
Cool.
Anything else you all would like to do before going out into the wilds north of Gordek?
Ready?
Everybody good to go?
Think so?
All right. Before we the group treks into the unknown, we'll go ahead and take our break. So don't
Snack time.
don't go anywhere. Go ahead and grab some snacks, stretch your appendages, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. So we will see you then. BRB.
Next.